Okay, we are live and we got a couple people in the chat hanging out, and we're going to do a quick little audio check here on the iPad and make sure that everything is copacetic. It looks like we're 2 minutes past the hour, 2 minutes past the official start time, but it is looking good. So hopefully we've got good audio. Yes, it looks like we do, and this is another emergency broadcast, and this time it is an emergency broadcast. And Brianna is not going to be doing a show tonight, and for the foreseeable future, her show is off the air due to lack of interest. Lack of interest. Not that many people watching. She gets a lot more play on her videos on Twitter. So she's going to continue producing videos and putting them up on Twitter. And she's going to probably slow down to one a week on the Bitcoin VIP videos because she's only going to do a total of 21. She's decided the cap is going to be 21, and that is honoring 21 million Bitcoin in the year 2021. So she's going to kind of drag that out a little bit. She's already done 13. So I guess that's 8 more that she's going to do. I think that's right, or 8 or 9. I can't do math, but anyway, total of 21. So if she does one a month, she'll end in the fall. So Carlos is in the house. John's in the house. Craig, I'll trade you 5 tutors for 1 BTC. I guess you would. I guess you would. And Bitcoin was dancing over 40,000 for a while there, but then pulled back. So it doesn't seem to be able to hold that $40,000 number at this point in time. So we'll see. The bulls and the bears, tug of war. Tug of war. And I was watching Kramer talking about stocks yesterday, and he said it was really good. He's entertaining. He says, why did the stock market go up yesterday? After all the unrest and everything and all that stuff that we had, and he said the simple explanation is there were more buyers than sellers. Whoa, okay, there we go. And then he went on and talked about one thing he said that I thought was very interesting is he said that, we just went back over $40,000. Okay, as we speak. He said that these large companies that make up the S&P 500 and so on, these large global companies, they don't care about a little unrest in the U.S. I mean, they're used to dealing with banana republics like all over the world, right? I mean, this is like nothing for them. They can deal with this kind of stuff. So I thought that was kind of interesting that, he said they really don't care. So there you go. And the market went up yesterday. So, and what did it close at today? Let me see what it ended up doing today. I didn't notice what it did today. Did it end up a little bit? Oh, the NASDAQ was up quite a bit. Apple was up a little bit. I did buy back some Apple stock. I did sell some of my GBTC stock. Not all of it. I kept a fair amount of it, but I sold some and bought Apple a couple days ago. I paid $130 for it, so it's $132.05 right now. It's so high, but I don't know what else to put the money in. So I bought some Apple stock. And I'm going to continue to let the rest ride in GBTC and see where that goes. I'm way, way, way up in GBTC. Let's see what the profit is. The last I checked, let me go in here and I'll tell you exactly what percentage I'm up since the last time I bought it. Go into my E-Trade account. Just give me a second here. I'll get in here. And I should be able to tell you. Okay, so I'm up 179% on my GBTC. This is since the last time I bought it. I had bought it previously and sold it and so on, but what I'm holding right now, I'm up 179%. So I would say it has outperformed Apple a little bit. So selling Apple and buying that actually did turn out to work out pretty well. And then I still do have some cash on the sideline looking for some bargains, but I don't know. There don't seem to be that many bargains out there. Let's see. I like the looks of the clasp. Okay, what clasp? What did you guys think of the new Speedmaster? Okay. What new Speedmaster? Do tell. Do share a link. I don't think I've seen it. Breeze limited edition videos, yeah. Did you sell any? John asking, did I sell what? Oh, Bitcoin? No, heck no. No. I sold some GBTC, which is the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. I've been buying and selling that because, see, that's in my Roth IRA. So I can goof around with that, and I don't have any capital gains. So the last thing I want to do is sell Bitcoin right now and pay capital gains on it and then watch it go up and not be able to buy it back and, you know, get wrecked, as they would say. Traders often get wrecked. Let's see. Yes, plus the bracelet is kind of precedent. Okay. Must now world's richest. Craig, you are going to wild side lately. What do we mean? What do we mean by wild side lately? Yeah, this is the Lucchese vest that I have. It's very comfortable. It's very soft leather, very comfortable. It helps keep me warm. And this shirt is a Patagonia. It's like a flannel type material and very warm. So today it's kind of cool in here. And so this is helping to keep me very comfortable. Very comfortable. Let's see here. Craig, next time we meet, you are going to win the tequila shot contest. I'm not a drinker, though. That's the thing. I'm not a drinker. Let's see. Carlos in the house. R-Wags. Chip, you will do well with the Apple stock. Just hold it with a firm grip. Very innovative company. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep it this time. I didn't buy a ton, but yeah, I think I'm going to keep it this time. So, yeah, because I missed out on some gains on it. But like I say, I made more than made up for those gains with the GBTC. And I'm still keeping a fair amount of the GBTC, too, because I think it has more upside. We'll see. It's going to be a wild ride. It's going to be wild in 2021. There we go. Wild, wild ride. We're back over $40,000. And, hey, a week from now, we could be looking at 50 grand the way things have been going. This is absolutely insane. Wow, that's a funky shirt, Craig. Okay. I'm a little funky today. Yeah, this is a Patagonia, and I've got Frederick.com embroidered on there. Okay, and Patagonia is somewhere on here. Yeah, here. See that? Can you see that little tiny Patagonia? Right there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Maybe not. But yeah, very comfortable. It's a size large, so it is nice and full, like I like. And the cuffs are just about right. They're a little bit on the snug side, but I don't mind that. I don't mind cuffs that are a little bit on the snug side. And of course, I've got the 002 peeking out. So yeah. And I've got two of these, and the other one has more red in it. I've got two flannel Patagonia shirts. Don't wear them very often. I don't think I've ever worn this on the show. I don't think I've ever worn this. This was in one of my back closets. I have closets that have hierarchy. I have one that is my main closet, big walk-in closet that I have a lot of my things in, and that closet doubles as my standing workstation. It's a big walk-in closet. And then I've got another walk-in closet that has like my second tier clothes, and it's a large walk-in closet that's full of clothes. And then I've got a third closet that's not a walk-in closet. It's just a long closet. And that's my third tier clothes, and that's where this was. So I very rarely go into the third tier. But today I decided to do something funky, as the comment would suggest. Let's see. Bee serves in the house. Nice to see you again. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay. I like the new Speedmaster, but not crazy about how much The bracelet tapers. Okay, Durr in the house. Durr's in the house. We haven't seen him for a while. Maybe the new Biden's taxes change your mind. The taxes change your mind about what? I don't think he's going to start taxing Roth IRAs. If he does that, he'd make a lot of people mad. Let's see. R. Wags is in the house. Kyle says, JP and Wells wouldn't let me buy GBTC in my Roth. I'm bummed because I was trying to buy a 20. Well, why? Wait. How could they control what you do in your Roth IRA? You should be able to control what you do in your Roth IRA. That is real weird. That is very strange. I can buy any stock I want. My Roth IRA is sitting in my E-Trade account, and I can buy and sell anything I want out of there. So I don't understand that. Carlos is in the house. And Buserv says, yeah, it's a funky shirt. Funky shirt. The funky Patagonia shirt with the funky Lucchese vest with the funky 002 stunner. Let's take a look at that. It's a little underexposed today. Got to change the exposure on that camera. I should do that right now while I'm thinking about it. Let me change that a little bit. Okay, bumped it up to ISO 200. That's a little bit better. Maybe I'll bump it up a little more. Okay, let's try this. ISO 400. Yeah, that makes that dial pop a little bit more. Pop a little bit more. Stunner alert on the channel. Stunner alert on the channel. Let's see. Where is Kent? We need him back. Yeah, we got to talk to Kent. Which of those walk-in closets is your Studio 2? That's my number one walk-in closet. Tier 1 is where I have my shirts and sport coats and suits that I use most often are in there. And the forward part of that closet is my standing workstation. So about 2/3 of the closet on either side are the clothing, and then the back part is the standing workstation, which works great because if I'm doing a stand-up and I'm recording like a voiceover for a video, all that clothing being in there makes it a nice soft room for audio. The audio's it doesn't sound hollow and echoey, right? Because of all that the clothing acts as a damper for that. It's really good acoustics for recording a voiceover. So there's a method to the madness here. A method to the madness. Let's see. Craig, what happened to Hoffman's Market? They're still open. I got a couple of subs from them the other day. As far as I know, they're still open. And just a couple of days ago, I got a couple of subs from them. Well, it might have been a week. Time flies when you're having fun. But yeah, I got some. As far as I know, they're still there. I called them and they won't let you. Company policy, terrible. Why are they having any say in what you buy and sell in your Roth IRA? I don't get that. R. Wags, maybe you can chime in to a solution here. Shouldn't he be able to take control of his Roth IRA? Craig, I get a kick when you talk about Bitcoin. You're laughing all the way to the bank, the Bitcoin bank, that is. Forget the Prevost and get a jet. It's much faster. I don't like flying, R. Wags. I don't like flying. That's the thing. And no, even if Bitcoin gets to $1 million of Bitcoin, I'm still not going to quite be in jet territory. At least not the kind of jet I would want. I would want a G550 or something, and I'd still be a little bit out of reach for that. A little bit, not much. Maybe I could buy one, but I wouldn't be able to run it. Right? I'd have to be sitting on the runway, in it all the time. That wouldn't be a lot of fun. And Durr's in the house. Biden can't even spell IRA. Oh, God, he's been hard on him. IRS is able to make me fill forms, and I am not American. I assume they can do whatever they want to Americans. Good point. Good point. Well, one thing they can't do is get your Bitcoin if you have your own private keys and you have them secured. So there you go. How many bathrooms do you have? I have, in this place here, we have 2 full baths. That's it. That's all we have. This is an old place before they used to start putting in a whole bunch of bathrooms. Let's see here. Lance says, hello, Craig and all. Da, da, da. Okay. Hey, Lance. RWAG says, Kyle Jett is correct. The major warehouse firms won't let you buy GBTC. I tried also to buy shares at 18 in my Roth and was told it hasn't been approved yet. I'm a manager and a senior VP and denied. Whoa, that's terrible. I guess I'm lucky that I have a Roth with E-Trade that I can do whatever I want. I guess I'm a lucky guy. Now, can you take a Roth like that and can you move it to like E-Trade, or is it locked in where it is? Or are you kind of stuck? That's a shame. They cost you a lot of money, RWAGs. You could have made a lot of money if you bought it at 18. They kind of really kind of like put the kibosh on you. Blues in the House, RWAGs has a solution. Hi, Carlos. How's it in Panama, says Lance. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was told. RWAGs, okay. He can buy GBTC at an online platform like E-Trade or Ameritrade. Yeah, but can he move his Roth there? That's my point. Could he do that? Because that's where I have mine with E-Trade. Let's see, Craig, what shoes were you wearing during the unfortunate boating accident? I had vintage Timberland boat shoes on. Vintage Timberlands from like the early 80s. There's in the house. Craig, if you were going to buy a modern sports car today, what would it be? Definitely a Porsche. Definitely a Porsche. I would research probably a 911. And I would research like 10-year-old models and figure out which ones are the best. And then I'd probably try to pick one up for a halfway decent deal, maybe a 10-year-old one, something like that, 10 or 20 years old. Some of those are really pampered, right? Some of those are garage kept by fanatics and really pampered. And you could probably get one that's really, really nice. So that's probably the route that I would take. Let's see, Carlos is in the house. Sir, what would you buy to go out with Rachel? Kyle says, cost me $2. I was trying to buy at 20. Horrible. Carlos, I would buy a vasectomy. Yeah, because she's got 5 kids. My goodness. Talk about fertile. Whoa. RWAG says, yes, you can transfer the accounts. Morgan Stanley owns E-Trade. So if it was moved to E-Trade, you could then buy it? Is that how that works? Blues in the house. What does Craig think about getting BTC in a platform like PayPal? Well, PayPal, I think they hold it, and they don't let you move it off of PayPal, from what I understand. So, yeah, no, to me, that would not be a good solution. I would rather buy it somewhere where you can then move it wherever you want. The whole idea of Bitcoin is you being able to move it wherever you want and control it and all that. And if they won't let you do that, then not sure if that's a good plan. All accounts are transferable, says RWAGs. Charles Schwab lets you too. I may move them, not sure. Well, I would move the Roth for sure so that you, well, might, I don't know if I would tell somebody to buy BTC right now as high as it is, but my dad says, buy high and sell higher, right? I mean, where's the top here? I mean, if they're going to keep spending money like we think they're going to, maybe there is no top. See, really, the price of Bitcoin is not increasing. The U.S. dollar is decreasing. That's what's happening. It's just taking more dollars to buy it. because the dollar is losing its value rapidly. You notice it on a lot of things. A lot of things are getting more expensive. Remember we talked the other day about the Rolex Day-Dates, how they're going through the roof in price. I was shocked when I went on Chrono24 and looked at the prices. And I talked to Dudley, and he said somebody straight up offered him like $33,000 for his Day-Date 40 with the black dial that he bought new for $28,500. He bought it new for $28,500. Somebody offered him $33,000 for it, and he didn't even sell it. So, very bizarre. The dollar seems to be crashing and burning right before our eyes. Let's see. And by the way, the Liberty Coach that I had an eye on has sold a long time ago. They just didn't update the website, the Prevost Stuff website, and it's been gone for a while. And so I finally called the guy. I'd sent him an email, and he never responded. And so I called him, and he said, no, that's been sold for a while. They just didn't update the website. I said, well, a lot of good that is. A lot of good that is. And he doesn't have anything similar to it right now, but he's got one that he might take in on trade, so we'll see. Let's see. If I'm not doing it in my Roth, I'll just buy regular BTC. Exactly, that's right. The whole point of doing it in the Roth is you can wheel and deal and not have any tax ramifications. Craig's, you got a Ford GT. They're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. Let's see here. Buserv, I hope you did not purchase the gun you liked, or at least you did on the black market. Oh, Buserv, yeah. Yeah, probably a good idea to have the gun free and clear. Yes. Buserv, it's a secret, Carlos. Okay. RWAGs, yes, that was my objection to this denial. Our firm own E-Trade, and I can't do it, but our small online trading firm E-Trade allows it. I don't get it. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I made money on the E-Trade stock when it went public. I had 2 or 3, Ameritrade, E-Trade, and there was one other, NTB or something. I forget what it was. I forget what it's called. But there were 3 of them. And I said online trading was going to be a thing, so I went ahead and bought all 3. And we sold in like 1999 or something, or before the crash. We sold, and we used some of that money to buy the Lexus GS300, 1999 GS300 that I bought for my then wife, and then I took some of the money and bought the Day-Date. That was bought in early 2000. Bought the Day-Date. And then bought the Lady Date with diamonds for her, and then later bought the 2002. Put some of the money away because I still had my 1990 Lexus, which was still running great, and so put some money aside, and then later bought the 2002 LS 430. And that was $56,000 new with a heavy discount, and still had a bunch of money left over from my profit on those stocks. Those stocks did well. Boy, back in the day, told my buddy at the time to sell his AOL. The market was going like crazy, right? It was really hot. This was before the crash, the dot-com crash, right? And we'd made a bunch of money on AOL, and he was doing some work at my house, and a good old boy, and he had some AOL stock, and he knew I had tech stocks, and I was into tech and all that, and he asked me what I was doing, and I said, I'm selling everything. I'm getting out of everything. I've made plenty of money. The stuff has run up like crazy. I'm out of here, right? I told him I'm selling everything. So it kept going up. I sold everything, and it kept going up for a while, right? And he came back, and he was doing some other stuff, and he's talking to me. The stocks are still going up. They're still really good and really good, Did you sell? I said, yeah, I sold everything. I'm out. I'm done, right? And so he went back home. I guess he talked over his wife or whatever. He ended up selling too. Then I saw him some years later, and he said, You know, I'm really glad that you told me to sell because, of course, the market crashed and everybody got wrecked. So that was good timing on all that stuff. Let's see, Craig, have you ever heard of StockX? It is an exchange that is trying to scrutinize luxury goods such as watches. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Interesting. Lance, that works great. They charge a premium, but they check the authenticity of items, and they do a kind of, I guess you're saying escrow service. Okay. I sent a link to the new Omega. Okay, we'll look at that. Lance, I know from my kids purchasing sneakers there. Okay. Okay, thanks, Carlos. I haven't used it, but I've heard interesting things. Craig, are you psychic? No, I just got lucky on that call. Sometimes you get lucky on a call. So sent 2 watches in. Okay, we're going to look. Craig, did you get into any 800 numbers in the 80s? It's interesting you asked that. I just gave up my 800 numbers. I had a couple of 800 numbers that I've had for a long, long time, and I finally gave them up and stopped paying for them. But yeah, it was a thing. But no, I didn't buy any vanity 800 numbers to resell or any of that. I didn't do that. But yeah, I had some nice 800 numbers. But yeah, I finally gave them up because in today's day and age, I don't see the need for it. Everything's by email, and people can call you on a regular phone anywhere in the country. So I just don't need them anymore. AOL never was returned to its former glory. No, it didn't. Okay, let's check the email. Let's go to the bench real quick and let's check the email. By the way, Kyle, you should think about setting up a studio at your place and doing some broadcasts on this channel as well. Get a setup, a nice setup, and then we could set it up so that you could do some broadcasts on this channel as well, because we need more content. We need more content. That's what we need. We need content on the channel. So you should think about that. It's not that expensive to get one of these switchers, get a halfway decent camera, get some audio set up, and then you could do some professional broadcasts on your channel and on this channel. Okay, let's take a look here. Rolex Oyster Perpetual Date. Looks pretty cool. I'm hip. I kind of like it. I'm not a big fan of the gold dial because there's not enough contrast for me. And I do like the drilled lugs. Absolutely like the drilled lugs. I think it's cool. Let's go back and look at the price. Let's go back and look at the price here in a moment. That's interesting the way that clasp is. I've never seen one like that with the hollow part in the middle there. That's interesting. Okay, so 4,600. Not terrible. Not heck. 14 karat gold. Not the end of the world. 34 mil. So it might be more appropriate for a lady in some ways. But yeah, I think it's kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool. I don't mind a 14 karat gold watch. Let's see here. Kyle spent all his money on watches. Ask Jeeves was fun in 1990 to 2000. Let's see. Kyle and Leslie could be co-hosts. Let's see. I was in grade school and we would ask Jeeves stupid stuff like, "Are you gay?" Kyle says, "Well, I'm not sure people would watch me. People like Bree. She looks a lot better than me." She didn't. Not that many people watched. Yeah, not that many people watched. On this channel, I think they want watch content. I think that's just the way it is. I think that's all they want. So yeah, if you could bring watch content, I think they would watch. Let's see. That was high school days for me. Okay. Nice piece, Lance. It's been a while. Still looking at small gold watches. Nothing has changed. Carlos, it looks really professional and timeless. Okay. All right. So let's go and see what else we got. But I like that one. So far, Lance is off to a good start. Good price point. Good piece. Here's another one. Let's see what we got. Dun, 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 dun. Wow, look at the price point on this. Holy cow. That is a Grand Seiko for $758 shipped. That is pretty wild. Talk about getting a lot of watch for the money. It's even got crown guards, for gosh sakes. I'm pretty sure it does not have a screw-down crown. I'd be shocked if it has a screw-down crown for that price. But it's got a full bracelet, you know, solid end links like they typically have. Sure, it's got some scratches, but that's fine if you're going to use the watch. Oh, it's got some straight-up dings on that side. So, yeah, that's why the price is reasonable. But still, I mean, if you want a heavy-use beater, everybody knows a 9F is a robust movement. And so if you wanted something to beat around, might as well buy one that's pre-beat up and get the price savings, right? Get the price savings on that puppy. I say, why not? I say, why not? Let's see. Blue says, I watched Bree. I finally tried on the snowflake, felt nothing at Triforce Rich. Well, it's not. You're not supposed to feel anything. It's supposed to float on your wrist. Lance, was that a day-date? No, sorry, it wasn't a day-date. Triforce Rich, imagine if Craig became a search engine. Yeah, my reply would be they'd search something and I'd say, why the hell do you care about that? I'd say, what's your problem? What's your maladjustment? Let's see. They'd be searching for a tutor, and I'd say, give me a break. Oh, boy. Have an eye on a 2018 Lexus GX. Well kept. Okay, the GX, is that like the Land Cruiser? Is that what that is? I'm not hip on all the models. Or is that an LX? I don't know. No. Yeah, LS is the sedan. What's the GX? I'm not sure. Okay. Let's see. Be served the Unforgiven, the 002 or bust. Kyle's in the house. GX is nice. They really hold value too. I've looked at them as well, Kevin. Let's see. It's an Oyster Perpetual date. That's correct. Those hands, though. Yeah. Those hands you're talking about on the Grand Seiko. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Craig, I don't care about watches anymore. Do you think this is a curse or a blessing? Triforce Rich. Well, I think people should broaden their horizons a little bit. They should. I was thinking today, these people that have like 5 or 6 steel Rolexes and they wear like real marginal clothes all the time. I mean, why not sell, let's say you have 6 steel Rolexes. Why not keep the nicest one, sell the other 5, and get yourself some decent clothes? I mean, what the hell? I mean, why not have the whole deal, right? I think don't you buy a nice watch so that, you know, it looks decent on you and you can wear it with pride and all that? How can you do that if your threads are like real marginal? Bunch of Chinese-made junk. I mean, how can you do that? I don't get that whole thing. Let's see here. Did you sell watches, Rich? Carlos, Happy New Year, Carlos Triforce Rich. It has been achieved. All audience members have riches for you, sir. Triforce Rich, Kyle, Jet. No, Kyle, thankfully, I don't need the money. Most have some sort of sentimental attachment that I wouldn't be able to sell anyway. Okay. Try. What do you think about Craig on the wild side lately? Lance says, Craig, it doesn't have a 9F inside. It has the 8J56GS quartz movement. Oh, okay. But I'm guessing that's a pretty good movement. I would doubt they make junk, but what do we know about that movement? Please do tell. Carlos, what do you mean? I haven't been keeping up. Put me in the loop. GX is smaller. LX is the Land Cruiser. Okay, so I think I would want the LX then. Yeah, that'd probably be the one that I would want. Smaller, similar to the Forerunner. Yeah, I think I would probably rather have the LX then, for me. If you mean his outfit, he looks cool, says Triforce Rich. Triforce Rich says a cool. Got to mix it up here a little bit, folks. Got to mix things up a little bit. And this was a quick throw on, quick comfortable thing. So, okay, he started to drink, and sometimes he indulges with a pot. Let's see, Carlos, he can afford to do whatever he wants. He's a BTC millionaire, says Triforce Rich. Well, but here's the thing. These people like talking about all their gains and, you know, and all this stuff. It's not a gain unless you sell. And I don't really want to sell. So if you Google right now the net worth of Max Kaiser, okay, let me do it right now. What's the net? Hey Google, what's the net worth of Max Kaiser?
Here's a summary from the website biowikis.com. Max's net worth is estimated at $300,000.
So it says Max's net worth is estimated at $300,000. $300,000, Max Kaiser, right? And by all accounts, he will not say how much he owns, but by all accounts, he owns a lot of Bitcoin. I mean, he's literally been buying it since it was $1, right? And telling everybody else to buy it. So I doubt he owns like 10 Bitcoin, right? I mean, he has to own millions and millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. So, you know, but, you know, if you Google him, he's worth $300,000. I think that's funny. That's hilarious. I love it. Yeah, he lost all his Bitcoin in a boating accident, so he's only worth $300,000. Let's see. Let's see what else we got here. Craig, did you? Oh, let's see. That already asked the 800 numbers thing. Yeah, I've already talked about that. I had some 800 numbers, but I gave them up recently. Let's see. $300,000 is a nice house 10 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's hilarious, you know. I guarantee you he owns thousands of Bitcoin. He's never really admitted to anybody, which is smart, right? How many Bitcoin he owns. But I guarantee you he owns thousands of them. I guarantee you. You know, he probably owns like $100 million worth or something, you know, easy. But he's just not telling anybody. I think it's hilarious. And that's the way it's supposed to be with Bitcoin. He's a real Bitcoiner. He didn't buy on Coinbase, right? I mean, he mined them back in the day, and he used to give away whole Bitcoins to people routinely, you know. And he says most of the people that he gave Bitcoin to back in the day, most of them have lost them. So, and he gave Bitcoin to like big name people, right? And he said most of them have lost them. Let's see here. Crazy sent a link for review. It's hard to type with wet hands. He's in the pool. Carlos is in the pool. It's still a nice house now in Corpus Christi, Texas. Okay. Crazy great. Okay. All right. Let me go and see if we've got another email here. Okay. We got the Speedmaster came in. Omega Speedmaster. I'm waiting for it to load in, and then okay, here we go. And they've got one of these crappy windows that pops up. I hate all this stuff. I don't know. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I guess it's okay. There's nothing earth-shattering there. I mean, it wouldn't be my cup of tea. I don't want a real busy watch like that. I don't need the complication of a stopwatch on my watch. If I needed it, then yeah. But no, I don't need it. I want less. For me, less is more. Very simple. See? Less is more. How stunning is that? somebody posted on one of the Rolex groups, I think it might have been the Rolex owners group. I don't know. They posted a picture of their Daytona, steel Daytona, and how it was like the epitome of watches. It's like so sexy. I think they referred to it as sexy or whatever. And I replied to his comment. I said, if you want sexy, get sexy. And I posted a picture of this, right? I thought the admin was going to delete it, but he didn't. This guy's claiming that a steel watch is sexy. Are you freaking kidding me? I mean, back up. They're practical. They're useful. I wouldn't call them sexy. So there's that. Kyle is laughing out loud. Triforce Rich says, to be honest, yes, getting out of watches has been a massive blessing. The only thing I miss is the community. Like you guys, not being obsessed with a material object is like chains coming off. Triforce Rich, I hear you. Everything's good in moderation. Triforce Rich, I laugh every time I see these upper middle class guys crying themselves to sleep because they can't buy their colored Rolex. Non-watch guy equals normal people. Lance in the house sent a link to a Rolex for sale on StockX website. It's like a stock exchange for watches and other luxury goods. Okay, we'll look at it. I suggest you to forget about watches purchase until you have to celebrate a son or another relevant life milestone or business event. Yeah, but Carlos, let's be real. You can do that other ways. Let's admit it, Carlos. You're a watch guy. Let's be real here. Dur's in the house. Craig, what is more busy, the Omega Speedmaster dial or Kamala Harris on her knees in front of Biden? Oh, my God. And, on the minimalist thing, I have been tempted several times to buy a Prevost motor coach and go through all my belongings and just put the nicest things in the Prevost, whatever will fit, reasonably speaking, not overload it, right? But my camera gear, my nicest clothes, my nicest shoes, maybe a dozen pair or so, right? Not like 5 dozen like I have here. And just pare everything down to what will fit in the Prevost and say, that's it. Those are my belongings. I'm not getting any more. If I want to get something, I have to get rid of something, right? And then just hit the road and go wherever I want. And always be somewhere where the weather's nice and just do whatever the heck I please and not be encumbered with all the stuff and taxes on real estate and all this stuff, right? I've been tempted several times to do that. I've not pulled the ripcord and done it. One of the reasons I haven't done it is there's still not any really reliable high-speed broadband available for mobile that's not ridiculously expensive. If they could solve that problem, and there is a satellite system that's deploying that might actually solve that problem, that could give really good high-speed internet for an affordable price that you could use anywhere, that might be kind of cool to do that if that problem were to be solved. But yeah, I think that would be fun. I think it would be interesting. A lot of people that have done that sort of thing have said that it is very freeing to just get rid of a lot of the stuff. Trashy Larry's in the house. Let's see. Purchase a nice fountain pen and go into that rabbit hole. I missed your dad's call on the job, Trashy Larry. Biden owns a Speedmaster, probably uses it to time Kamala so she doesn't cheat him. Kamala Harris is a man just as Mike Obama, as Mike Obama. Okay, whatever. Like Michelle Obama, you mean? Carlos, I think my father-in-law and uncle have a nice collection of those. I could weasel my way into one of theirs if I cared. Honestly, though, I'm happy with my GS pen Steve gave me. I used that. Craig, did you know Trashy Larry owns a FOPE bracelet? Oh, I'm not buying that. I don't believe that. Not for a moment. Dur does. There's a VIP Pro. I think we should call the people that have a FOPE a VIP Pro. That's a next level. If you own a yellow gold watch and a yellow gold FOPE, that's like the next level, I think. Yeah, I think that's how that works. Biden can't even tell time. He doesn't even know what day it is. Craig, what is the best way to get the best deal on a used car lot? Well, it's best to not even buy from the used car lot. It's best to buy from the original owner right out of the garage that it's been kept since new. And preferably it's a little old lady that, you know, she gets to know you and she likes you and you end up getting a good deal on it. That's the best way to buy it. But bottom line is you want to examine the car. You want to find one that's never been hit or fixed. All original paint, garage kept, immaculate condition. That's what you want to buy. A buddy of mine asked me, let me check the email here. He asked me, he said, because I told him that's what I'm looking for in a Prevost, as a garage kept, is a super nice jumping up and down, mint condition coach, and that I will pay a premium for it. And he says, well, why would you do that? You're just going to be using it anyway. It's going to be outside when you're using it anyway. Here's this link from about the Speedmaster, from the Hodinkee link. And I said, because you don't understand. The clock starts running when you buy it. If it's been preserved, if it's basically been garage kept and well maintained and preserved, this is that website that Lance was talking about. Okay, and so if you buy that preserved item, then it's almost like the clock starts running at that point in time. Let's say it's 10 years old, but it's been so well preserved, it's almost like new. Everything, the rubber hoses, everything it's been kept inside, so everything's in much better shape, right? And so you're starting out with something that's much, much nicer, and your likelihood of having failures and your likelihood of having to spend a whole bunch of money on it and so on and so forth is much, much less. So even if you pay a premium for that item, let's say you pay a 10% premium, it's well worth it. Well worth it to get one that's just jumping up and down, scary like new. So that's what you want to do. Let's see. I think Trashy picked up his FOPE on a looting expedition. Trashy says, I'm a pro. Trevor Switch said, did you buy Brie a FOPE? I saw a pic of her watch next to one that you posted on Facebook. Yes, Brie has a beautiful FOPE bracelet. Yes, she does. And she has a beautiful solid gold Grand Seiko to go with it. She is styling. She is absolutely styling. Classy young lady. Carlos in the house. Must me get a fountain pen. Now, I will say that Little Treasury gave us a great deal on that FOPE. I will be honest, and they gave us a great deal on it. So, yeah. But they might give you a great deal if you ask them for it. I sold the 78 Mercury. Steve hooked me up with FOPE. Carlos says, I'm starting to think that Trashy is the real Larry. Okay. Clive, Chip, where is Bree and my wrench? Bree is at home right now. And where is your wrench? The real Clive already has a wrench, I think. So that's how that works. Carlos, send me one. A Gundam, what is that? Fountain pen that is also a key to the launch of the Gundam thing. Okay, I understand now. That's that character. Okay. Clive, why don't you forgive Archie? Sorry for being deleting your message that long. Okay. Ask Mark. Send me your address. Okay. Sorry, there's no one here you can ban. Carlos, in an alternative channel, I will send you one. Okay, no sweat, Carlos. Okay. All right, I'm trying to catch up here, folks. Craig, what's the update on the little straps? Okay, so I sent the money to I sent the money to HD Straps, and he's going to remake the short portion on all the straps, all 3 straps. He's going to remake those because those were too short. My fault, not his fault, so I'm paying him to do it. I accept personal responsibility, okay? Then in addition to that, I added to the order the purple Stingray. He's got purple Stingray leather. Now, it is not going to be a folded edge because he says it's too stiff. He can't fold the edge on that. But he's going to make a purple Stingray strap for her because she likes purple. And so when he gets around to it, I don't know how quick it'll be. He's kind of backed up. But hopefully he'll get to it sooner rather than later. I've sent him the money. So the ball's in his court. So we will see how that works. And when I get them, there'll be photos coming. Let's see. Carlos will think I was just kidding, although it would be an honor to wield a Spanish conquistador's pen. Tim says, isn't the inauguration good for Biden? They say, repeat after me, I swear by a mighty God that I will follow the Constitution. He won't need cue cards this time. So he just has to swear, or does he have to say something? If he has to repeat after them, then that could be a problem. He could stumble on that. Carlos is in the house. It would be a Japanese thing, but I would be very happy to send you one. Okay, Triforce Rich. Can someone fill me in on the whole Mark, Archie, and Clive thing? I'm not in the loop, but I heard something about a murderer being brought in onto the channel. Wow. Such drama. Triforce Rich, that is close to Gungman one. Okay. I don't know how to pronounce all that. Megan's in the house. Okay, it's almost time to wrap up the show. Megan's in the house. Their names are, oh, by the way, let's, Lion Tamer, Porky Pluto, and Bearded Lady, respectively. Okay. I just got back from Guatemala. Woo woo. Oh, cool. All right, let's show, while I'm reading this, let's show some photos. What do you think? Photos. How about that? How about that? How about the Stunner alert, and talk about an HD strap? That one's got an HD strap on it, and that's what I'm wearing right now. So absolutely. See what else we got here. That's the HD strap in question that's on the watch for right now as we speak. It's a little bit, it's kind of a dark brown. And there's Breeze FOPE. You mentioned Breeze FOPE. That's her FOPE on wrist and her watch with her snakeskin Python Lucchese boots. So there you go, some photos. All those can be found on my Flickr. Let's see. Carlos says, I cannot care less about those other channels. I follow and trust Blue Shirt. There we go. Blue Shirt has a channel now. Craig, how was your visit with your dad? Hope he is feeling better since last I heard before you made the trip. He's still on oxygen. I call him almost every day and talk with him. He's cogent. I can have conversations with him and all that. But he is not getting around. He's not ambulatory, whatever the word is. Okay, he's basically, for the most part, bedridden at this point. So we'll see how all that goes. But he is out of the woods. His pneumonia is, I think, under control or gone. So we'll see. Is he sending you whole new straps or just the long side? No, the short side. He's making the short side longer, and that should solve the problem. Should. I have no confidence in my measuring capabilities anymore, so that's why I use the word should. I will know once I get them. Hopefully the long side does not have to be remade, and they will be fine. So we'll see. Let's see. Carlos says I can Skype in if you want. Okay, absolutely. Let me make sure Skype is available here. Yes, Skype is absolutely available. So yes, feel free to Skype in if you want to. Let me get my earbud because we're going to wrap up here pretty soon. Okay, so is Lance still coming onto the show now that he is back in school? That would be great, Carlos. Yes, I will send it to you. Okay. I can come onto the show. Do you want me to Skype in as well? Sure, absolutely. Both of you Skype in. Megan's in the house. I own 1/6 of a Bitcoin, Carlos. I'm a rich niece girl now. Cool. Cool. I say cool. Okay. It's ringing. There we go. Carlos in the house.
Hello, Craig. How are you?
Carlos in the house and Carlos in the pool. Pool.
Yeah. Enjoying the nice weather in Panama at this time of the year.
I don't blame you. Absolutely, you should be doing that.
Definitely.
Now, Derek,
happy 2021 and
yes,
I hope your dad get better.
Happy 2021, and BuServe says Skype in and talk day dates. Do you have your day date on?
No, I have my doxa.
Because Derek is not going to be happy if you're not.
Lockdown.
Derek is not going to be happy.
Sorry for Derek.
Yeah, Derek's here. He wants to hear day dates. Okay, let's talk about day dates. What is going on with the price on day dates right now? What is happening?
No idea. I really, as I told on a previous stream, I purchased mine from David SW at 20K.5 and
wait 29.5
29.5.
okay,
yeah. And at that time on the Panama AD, I think that the MSRP was around 39,000.
Hold on one second. I got to try to merge this other call in. I don't know.
Nice.
This doesn't seem to be working. I'm trying to merge in Lance, and it doesn't seem to be working. How do I do this? Okay, there's Lance. Now, how do I add? Uh-oh. I think I may have lost Carlos. That's not good. How do I add? I tried to click the merge, and it didn't seem to work. So, 2 of 2 in the call. Well, this is strange. Let me see if I can add Carlos. Let me see if I can add Carlos. Add to call. Okay, let's see if this works. I don't know. Okay, Carlos, are you here?
Yes, and hello, Lance.
Okay, now I can hear you, but I can't.
2021.
Yeah, I can hear you, but I don't have you two side by side. How do I make you guys side by side here?
No idea.
Okay.
I think there's a button that you can press and it'll like merge the two calls.
Yeah, there was, but it's not there now. Let me click grid view. Okay, that didn't work. Because before
I think that I had the camera off.
Oh no,
Maybe now.
your camera's on. I can see you, but you're in a small window at the top, and I can't get you guys side by side. And before, you're right. There was a little merge thing, Lance, and I just clicked on that and it worked. But it's not there right now, and I can't find it.
Oh, okay.
Let me click on View and see toggle full screen. Okay, now at least I'm full screen now. We're learning here, folks, on the show.
Yeah.
While we're doing this, bring us up to date, Lance.
Yeah, so I've been doing well. And with the watches, I still got the Omega, and I'm really enjoying it. It's a great watch. Yeah.
Okay, and you
Yes,
weren't.
definitely, Lance. But what about the Rolex that you wanted so hard?
Yeah. So with the Rolex, I've been actually thinking about that, and the one I really want is the Submariner, preferably a pre-ceramic one with the date. So we'll probably one from like the mid 2000s, like 2009 or 10. That's because I think that was the last years of that model, and that's the one I really want, and I think that it's better if I just wait till I'm an adult and wait till I have like a high paying job and everything before I can buy that one.
So you're going to be responsible.
In my understanding,
Yeah, I think I'm just going to save up my money, but I mean I'm really happy with the last watch purchase I made with that Omega.
It's a nice piece.
Omega to me looks great, better than the Submariner that you say. But I was thinking that you had the idea about Datejust. That is.
Yeah, I was thinking about a Datejust, but I actually saw the Datejust because I was looking at not at the same time that I bought the Omega, but in the past I've tried on a Datejust 36, a vintage one, and I will say I love the. I think that the Datejust is a very timeless, classic design, but I love the look of that Seamaster a lot more. I love the way the bracelet looks and those little waves in the dial. I think that looks really nice.
Unfortunately, Lance, I think that you are becoming a grown-up. I think.
Yeah, I mean,
that
I'll be
goes
18
for the fluted vessel
pretty soon.
and the Datejust will come again, but probably in 20 years.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was thinking that probably in my late 20s, that's when I think I would want to maybe look into buying a Rolex.
Oh, great!
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah, because I mean, I want to be a little bit more responsible with my money, and I want to just save up and yeah.
No, that Omega that you have is.
Yeah, that Omega I didn't really spend that much money either on it. It was only, I think, it was like 1,100, I think, around that. So.
And that's a very robust watch. Now, is yours the quartz or the automatic?
Quartz.
Okay, so it won't require really any service or anything. I mean,
yeah, the only service just like a battery change every like 3 years or something. I think that's the battery life on with that movement.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And what it does is it starts skipping.
Yeah,
seconds.
Yeah, it has that feature where it'll like skip.
Yeah,
the second hand will skip.
Yeah, and then I had a 120. Quartz.
That is great, but one thing that to me was a bit is that change of mind. But I understand completely. I have while in my mind the Rolex was like something in my DNA. I didn't have my first Rolex until I was like 51 or 50 or something like that. Before, to me, was something. Yes.
Well, Carlos, you don't even look 50 now.
Yeah. Well. Well, alcohol
must be that good life. Yeah, the alcohol's preserving you.
Yeah. And yeah, I understand your idea. Probably you have the idea that probably that look of the fluted vessel or something. At least it's something that happened to me. My first Rolex, while all my parents and all my grandfathers and grandmothers were Rolex, was when I was 50.
I'm still trying to figure out how to put you guys side by side. This is terrible. I got to figure this out because it was working fine before, where the two people are side by side. You're still on the screen, Carlos, but just in a little tiny circle in the upper right, and I'm in a little square next to you.
I
So,
don't know.
but that's important.
I cannot see those. That's
Yeah. It's important that Lance is on the big screen, so that's important. They've all got a
I
bunch
can
of
see Lance.
they've all got
What?
they've all got a bunch of comments in here about Lance, and
Oh, okay.
and partying like a rock star and so on and so forth. So there you go.
Definitely.
You can go back and look at those later. Let's see. Just looking to see if there's anything I should bring up right now. Derek says, Lance, I owned a Tudor, not good. That's not
I'm not really interested in Tudor.
And Mr. Marcus says, solid gold date-8 or go home. Well, there you go. That's a good point. Maybe you should just save up, and maybe your first Rolex should be just a date-8 and be done with it, and then wear it for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I guess I could. Because I really like the Rolex Day-Date. It's a great watch. I mean, and that would be. I mean, those are much more expensive though than the Submariner, though.
If you get one with the ceramic sleeves, it probably the bracelet will probably hold up really good.
I actually tried on a new one. I was at the watch. It was the Rolex store in New York City, and I tried on the brand new Day-Date, the yellow gold one, and it was a beautiful watch.
Okay,
I really liked it.
And yeah, it would have had the ceramic sleeves then. Carlos, how is yours holding up? With the ceramic sleeves, is it holding up really good?
To me, it's hard to say because I don't look with the loop or on the detail. I just use it. I have not seen any kind of problem or anything. And yeah, I am happy with it. And I would say that for me, at least, they is a kind of achievement watch, and it's something very special, at least to me. It was the watch that my grandfather used to wear, and I purchased it when I thought that I was prepared and it was an achievement.
Sure. Well, and I think if Lance gets a really good job, what are you studying? Are you studying to be an engineer, or what's your
I want to
path?
major in probably marketing or like something like that. Yeah, because I want to major in probably like marketing or advertising.
Well, that's good, but I would definitely study some computer science stuff and some engineering stuff, or something that has significant market value in addition to that, just in case you need it, right?
Yeah, I could take classes on stuff like that. Yeah, because right now I applied to 4 colleges and I've gotten into 3 of them already.
You're pretty good with computers, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty good with computers. I do, because the computer I have now, it's just a Lenovo. It's a what's the model? It's the ThinkPad.
Okay.
And it's pretty good, and I do like it. But I might want to upgrade maybe to something a little better, because I do like the new. I know that Intel, they have that new i9 processor that looks pretty cool.
Well, I'll tell you what, the new M1 chip apples are blowing away all the Windows stuff. So you might want to look at that also. All right, well, we're going to let you guys go because I'm getting hungry, and you can get caught up. Tim says, I don't think the Omega Quartz is as robust as the GS9F, but they're pretty robust. I don't think you're going to break one of those. I think they're going to be fine.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for the foreseeable future. All right, well, we're going to let you guys go, and we're going to wrap this puppy up.
Okay.
Thank you both for calling in, and hopefully next time the merging thing will work properly. I tell you what, why don't we do a test? Carlos, actually, it would be easier for Lance probably. Lance, why don't you hang up and call back in, and I'm going to see if the merge thing pops up and see if it works this time. So let's try that real quick.
Okay.
This is a test live on the channel. We do all our testing live on the channel. So Lance is going to call back in, and we're going to see what happens here. Lance joined. Oh, that's what's strange. It just let you right back in, and it didn't even.
Yeah, there was a join
I
button.
am small.
Yeah, it didn't even give me the chance to merge. It didn't even give me the option.
Do you want me to call back and then like I'll just like create a new meeting and then I'll
I am big
add you in?
now.
I have no idea. I'm going to have to research this, Lance, and figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, we'll let you guys go. Epic show, says Blue. Blue says epic. And Buser sent an email. So once you guys sign off, I'm going to check the email, and then we're going to wrap this puppy up.
Okay.
Thanks for
Okay,
calling
thank
in.
you,
Have a good
Craig.
day.
Thank you.
Nice. Happy 2021 to everybody.
2021, and
See
we're
you around.
rocking. We're rocking 2021. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Thank
And
you.
bye.
Bye-bye. Probably have to click on the icons, Craig. They're just the size. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. I'm sure there's a tutorial. So I
am
tried
still
everything I could
here.
figure, but and before it just had a little merge thing was there, and I just clicked on it and it merged and it was fine. So not
I am
happening this
still
time.
here.
Carlos is still hooked up, so I'm going to hang up on Carlos so we don't get extra sound, extra audio from him. And let me go to the inbox here and check HD Straps 005. 005. Yeah, this is stunning. Stunning. HD Straps does some great work. That 005 does look great on some HD Straps. All right. Kyle says, great show so far. Yeah, you're not going to rope me into staying on longer there. 2021 is shaping up to be 2020 part 2. I hope not. I hope not, but in some ways you're right. And I think that's why Bitcoin is pumping. I think that's why Bitcoin is pumping is they're looking for a lot of spending. And speaking of pumping, we're back over 40,000 again. We're back over 40,000. The tug of war between the bulls and the bears. So far, the bulls are winning. The bulls are winning so far. If they can hold $40,000, that is huge. Huge. I say that's huge. All right, thank you everyone for calling in and hanging out with us. And let's do it again. Let's do it again sometime soon. That's what I say.